I believe we can create a better country. I dream of a nation where we don't have to sit through boring PowerPoint presentations. In 2011, there was a real-life, not a joke, not kidding at all, political party founded in Switzerland called the Anti-PowerPoint Party. Their only goal? To ban the use of Microsoft PowerPoint in presentations. And hey, I can kind of understand why, because over the years, I've seen a lot of incredibly boring and bad PowerPoint presentations. But today, we're going to learn how to make a PowerPoint presentation that doesn't suck. I'm Mr. Mellow, and you're watching Oh the Humanities, your home for language arts, social studies, and humanity. Don't forget to give the video a like and hit that subscribe button for future updates to our channel. If you stick around until the end of the video, I've prepared a little special surprise for you. I've scientifically engineered some of the worst possible PowerPoint slides ever. And they should be pretty fun to take a look at. Today, we're going to learn how to make a PowerPoint presentation that doesn't suck. And you know what? It all comes down to one simple rule. Hey, making a PowerPoint is super easy as long as you're not super extra like me. All you have to remember is that less is more. Now, to find out how to make a PowerPoint that abides by that principle of less is more, we're going to take a look at several examples of slides today that I've created. But, I wanted to make sure these slides are culturally relevant and topical, so I took a lot of suggestions for these topics from my very own students. So, shout out to you guys for helping me out making this video today. For the first topic suggestion that I took from my kids, I wanted to go with something that is musical. I love music, big music fan. So I figured, easy go-to. You gotta go Korean pop sensation BTS. But they informed me BTS is out now. They told me that the hippest band with the kids right now is Fleetwood Mac. So here's our first bad example of a slide. And right away, you should be able to see what's wrong with it. There is too much text on the screen. Now, if we keep in mind that the most important thing when designing a PowerPoint slide is that less is more, we've got to take some of that text out. And why is that picture so small? Keep in mind, guys, this is a visual aid, not a text aid. The focus should be on the image. If your audience is just spending the entire presentation just reading your slides, that's no good because they're not paying attention to what you have to say. Let's improve this one a little bit. And now we have a very typical example of a PowerPoint slide you could see in any presentation. A lot of y'all probably just see this one and say, oh yeah, that's good, it's fixed. But you know what? There's still too much text on the screen. The picture is still not the number one focus. So if we're going to make this average slide into a truly great slide, let's take it one more step. Make the picture the whole slide and then accentuate that with just 1 or 2 or 3 words of text. Choose a slick font, and then you have a well-designed, sleek-looking slide that's going to grab people's attention and enhance your presentation. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm an epic gamer. And that's why I thought that our second batch of slides should be video game related, because I know those are popular with the kids. So, what better choice than Fortnite? However, the kids told me that's out too. I just can't keep up with these trends. They told me that the new thing is fork knife, so here's a slide about utensils, I guess. Now, keeping in mind that less is more, there are too many pictures on the screen. Now, here's the problem you run into if you put a bunch of different pictures on one slide. people don't know what they're supposed to be looking at. Remember, you don't want to confuse people, you want to clarify things for them. You don't want to distract them, you want to aid them in understanding your presentation. So let's improve this one more step. Now, obviously, you're not going to see a ton of people cram like 13 different pictures on a slide. But what happens a lot more often is you get a slide like this, where you have 2 pictures, but you know, it's still not good because these pictures are representing the exact same thing. What's the point of doing it twice when you could have one stunning, elegant image? So let's go to the final fork knife slide. Behold the elegance that is fork knife. I know there's spoons in it too. You would be amazed at how hard it is to find stock photos of just specifically forks and knives. They pretty much all of them have spoons too. For the last set of slides, I asked the kids, who is the coolest, most popular celebrity right now? And you know what? They answered, of course, with William Shakespeare. No, I don't think they're like making fun of you. I think, I think you look cool. The shades could be like a good look, maybe. You haven't updated your style in a few centuries, maybe. You want to block out some of those UVs, my man. It's my man, Billy Shakes. But I think right away you can tell what the problem with this slide is. I mean, there's so much color and so many like loud, distracting fonts that like you can't even read it very well. So let's right away fix this, take it up a notch. Now we've got William Shakespeare, my man the Bard. But hey, even in this example, we've got multiple fonts, we've got multiple really bright, distracting colors. This slide, while better than the last one, it does commit one of the cardinal sins of graphic design, which is they use Comic Sans. I'm not a graphic designer. You'll have to talk to a graphic designer to really understand, but I'm told that Comic Sans, you just don't do it. So just don't use Comic Sans. Let's fix this, because less is more, because we've taken care with color. We have one sharp color, one slick looking font. This is a cool looking slide now. This we can work with. So keep in mind, everybody, you can make a PowerPoint that's actually a good visual aid. You can make a PowerPoint that doesn't suck. You just have to keep in mind that it's a visual aid, not a text aid. You need to remember that you're not supposed to confuse people, you're supposed to clarify things for them. You've got to remember to take care with colors. And above all, of course, less is more. I made a promise at the beginning of the video that if you stayed tuned to the end, I would show you something. The worst PowerPoint slides ever conceived, but I must warn you, if you are easily disturbed by terrible graphic design, you might want to click away now. You won't be able to unsee what you're about to see. But for these, I did take topic suggestions from my kids again, and they said that they just love sports. And I mean, I thought, same. I love athletics and I love sport. So I thought, like, what's the first thing that comes to mind when I think sports? Professional bowling. Oh no. What have I done? Feel free to comment below. Tell me what's wrong with these. Tell me how you would dispose of them. Would you set them ablaze? Would you bury them in a deep hole underground? There are lots of options for getting rid of bad PowerPoint slides. For the next worst PowerPoint slide ever, though, my kids said that, something related to fashion would be good, so here's a slide about jeans. It's almost hypnotic in a way, like it's so bad that I just can't look away. For our final slide, the kids said that they just love apps, and they told me about a new cool app on your phone called Tik-Tok. I mean, honestly, it's like so bad that it's pretty much like a work of art in its own right. Like, I think I've found my calling. Actually, I think this is what I want to do with my life. Thank you so much for watching Oh the Humanities today. I'm Mr. Mellow. Now don't forget to like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our channel for future content. Hopefully now you know how to make a PowerPoint that doesn't suck. I'm formally announcing that I'm disbanding the branch of the anti-PowerPoint party that I formed at the beginning of this video. Oh, the Humanities has shown me that people and PowerPoint can live in harmony after all. You're my best friend. You're my only friend. So